It's Tap That Trade Time, starring Alan Nuckman, a pro trader with Agora Financial, and Phil Flynn, a Fox Business News Network contributor. A great question to start our trader game with round number one, retirement ready. Amazon's Jeff Bezos is stepping down. Bill Gates of Microsoft already stepped aside. Elon Musk of Tesla, he's sticking around. And so is Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. They all have $100 billion or more. But what stock is the strongest?
Well, honestly, I like them all. And what's interesting is this latest rally in the stock market has not been led by tech. So you can look at the NDX as a group and you're going to get the big boys like these. But it was a process of elimination. They've all done very, very well, obviously. What I liked best was Amazon. It was interesting to see him make money for leaving and add to his $190 billion net worth. But Amazon's been between 3,000 and 3,500 for 7 months. So that targets a breakout up to 4,000. What I'm telling people is don't be scared of those big prices because you don't have to buy a lot of shares. You can buy fractional shares. So you're still getting into the play and look at it like it's a stock that's been trading between 30 and 35. Just drop the 2 zeros and then you'll feel a little bit more comfortable with it.
You know, I don't know what Jeff Bezos is going to do with all his free time now. I mean, this guy has been around the clock building one of the biggest businesses in the world. He changed the world. You know, people doubted this guy back in the 1989. They snickered and laughed when he said he was going to change retail forever. And he went ahead and did it anyway. You know, and look at that stock and look at the earnings that they just had. They just blew away expectations, even raised expectations.
Round number two, cold versus poor man's gold. Every state in America will experience freezing temps, including Hawaii. Silver has been red hot, making new 8-year highs. What do you like to heat up, UNG natural gas or SLV silver?
You know, I like them both. It's just like the Amazon, Microsoft stuff. I want them both, you know, but for different reasons. I mean, if you look at the silver market, it had a big run up because of the Reddit raiders. You know, they were going to turn their attention away from stocks and move to the silver market. They didn't have quite as much success. They gave it a really big pop and then it had a big drop. But ultimately, I think they're onto something. And if you look at the global silver market, the demand for silver is going to go up. Silver supplies are going to get tightened in recent months. And on top of that, it's a precious metal as well, not only an industrial metal, and that's going to benefit from a more quantitative easing and a low dollar. But then you get back to the UNG, the natural gas. Right now, you know, we got through winter as bad as it is this week. Really, the heating days have been below normal, right? So it's been a warm winter. But, you know, we're more worried about the summer market because the lack of U.S. production and new restrictions on drilling could actually leave the market undersupplied going in the next year. And the other thing is the U.S. is a net exporter of LNG right now, which is a huge market for them. But this market will tighten next spring.
Both. The answer is both. UNG was up at 40 just a few years ago. So it's got a lot of upside. It's made a bottom base from 8 to 16 this year. So look to see if that can break out. And if you look at silver, $1,000 silver. I'm not saying it's going there, but silver could go to 1,000. 1,000 is its high. If you take a 1980 high and adjust it for inflation, silver would be at $966. So there's a lot of upside potential there as well. And I'm an options player, so look at both of these long term as positives from a bullish standpoint.
Round number three, Nifty 50. Robinhood put 50 stocks on its restricted list, and that wiped out about $167 billion as those stocks sold off. Let's talk about old school stocks based on good old analysis, buy ratings. Do you see a stock that is set to pop?
First off, we said it would be easy for the Reddit guys to make money, but would they take money? That's the big problem. You know, 100 billion here, 100 billion there, it adds up over time, I guess. All right, let's talk the old school way that we used to look at stocks. The stock that the analysts like and the one I like the most on their list was Chevron. Chevron's between 60 and 100 for the year. So that 80 is a super level of support. So I was looking at the 80 calls, buying some time there. And the PE ratio on it's 9. So it's still got a lot of space to expand.
I was going to go to the energy space as well, and I was looking at ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil's earnings were terrible, but at the same time, they said they were going to do whatever it takes to protect their dividend. Stockholders like that. It gave it a nice bounce, a technical bounce.
And now your bonus round question. This Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. What's the average price of a ticket? Is it $10,000, $7,000, or $6,000?
So I'm going to go with 10,000 because there's not a lot of supply.
I agree, supply-demand equation, but that would buy you a lot of chicken wings to sit on your couch, to be honest with you.
The answer is 7,000, up 18% from last year. Sorry to say the house wins this week, guys, but there's always next week, and we will be right back. More Business First AM. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.